Hi, welcome back to Deep Fried Ideas. I'm Bradley.
I didn't have a creative name, Randy.
I'm Bryce.
What
is
a great
happening?
time for Adobe to just decide it hates you.
I just uninstalled Adobe.
And it was just letting you know that the uninstall was successful.
Oh, 2 weeks later.
Congratulations. This is your 2-week anniversary of uninstalling Adobe.
Of being free from Adobe.
We will continue alerting you every 2 weeks.
Just to make sure you know it's deleted.
Fun fact, did you know that the guy who created McAfee, or McAfee, or however you want to say it, antivirus? So he created it.
McAfee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he created it. Then he realized that it was cancer and that it was essentially a virus on your computer. So he uninstalled it from his computer and just like completely got rid of, like, removed himself from the company and everything. And then they kept using his name, and he was pissed about it and tried to get them to get rid of his name, but they wouldn't. And so then he just moved to like an island after killing people. Yeah, true story.
So you know when a story takes a huge downturn at
No,
the
for
very
real,
last
yeah.
second?
He killed a couple of people and then went into an island with no extradition and just hides there.
Do we know where that island is?
Yeah. Yeah, we know exactly where he's at, but he's there, and we can't take him off.
Why not?
That's what no extradition means. That the government there is like, man, we don't care. He hasn't committed crimes in our country, and so we're not going to arrest him, and we're not going to kick him to your country, so he's fine.
You should just email him free copies of McAfee and tell him.
Come to the United States to claim your free copy of McAfee. Or
McAfee? Because it's McDonald's?
McAfee antivirus.
We will not arrest you.
Right? This is not a scam, I promise. I also have a brother who is a Nigerian prince that wants to give you millions of dollars. All I need is your social security number.
Listen,
That rings some bells, Bryce.
no, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean, maybe this McAfee dude just randomly gave out his social security number to his Nigerian prince. Sucks for him. I guess he's on an island. Who cares, right?
Wait, Bryce, you
What a
are
stupid
the owner
thing
of
to do.
McAfee?
Yeah, he committed murder.
I don't know, you did about the same thing except for the murdering part.
What a stupid thing for someone to do. Like, nobody would actually do that.
Yeah, that's pretty right.
I'm just messing. So what's been going on with you guys this week?
Oh, can I go?
I was gonna say, yeah, wow, that was really cool. Yeah, go, Bryce. What's been going on?
Fracking snow, man.
Oh, no.
Snow, and more snow.
That's my least favorite type of snow.
My least type of favorite snow.
That's my
Wait,
least
that's-
type of snow. Fackin'
Guess what?
snow.
The other day.
It's the snow that
we
just
got-
keeps reminding you of facts.
Okay.
It's
The
fackin'.
other day we got 2 feet of snow.
Wow.
And
That's the
flat
same amount
trucks
of feet
only
I have.
come at night, right? Because for whatever frickin' reason. So on my way to work, I got my car stuck in the snow.
Brilliant.
Which was really cool. Yeah.
Maybe you should just not instead.
That is
You
a
know,
thing.
I'm
That
actually
is an
thinking
option.
about that.
Yeah.
And I've heard Georgia does not have a lot of snow.
Yeah, that's
Or-
why.
or zero
It's just
snow.
not.
Whenever there
It's
is
not.
snow in Georgia, I just don't, and then we're good.
And
Yeah,
so does everyone else in Georgia.
Yeah, everybody-
The entire state shuts down if we even think there'll be sno.
Georgia just
There's
doesn't.
snow next door in Tennessee. Oh, so we're shutting down.
Get in your bunkers. We gotta call in the Air Force,
Do you smell that?
armed guards.
That's snow, man.
Snow is coming.
Like, days that it's below 30 outside, traffic is decreased like half, I feel like.
It's awful,
Yeah,
honestly.
Don't you know that, like, snow makes your car skid? Or, I'm sorry, the cold air makes your car skid. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
snow,
true.
Actually.
Fun fact, also, if you drive over top of a plastic bag, it will get sucked up into your engine and immediately destroy your car. That's
like,
what.
Talking like a grocery sack?
Yep, like a grocery
Like
bag.
a One World bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I
a
did not know
Walmart
that
bag.
My car was also a vacuum cleaner.
yeah, it actually sucks up everything in the on the road.
See, I don't.
That's what somebody tried to in my high school tried to convince me of. Like they were convinced of it, and they just kept trying to tell other people that was what it was, and it was like, dude.
See, but at that point, you'd be getting so
what are
many
you
rocks and
talking
stuff
about?
caught up in your engine.
He was convinced that like would like from the force of driving over it, it would get pulled up under it, then get caught in the gears that are just open.
I ran over a car the other day. It didn't get sucked up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the person died, but
moving through the air just creates a vortex that sucks it through your radiator at a speed so fast that it spears into like your cabin.
Right.
You know, and there's just a like a bullet wound through your entire engine block.
And then it asphyxiates you. The bag just wraps around your face and just smothers you. No, but like I guess he thought that there was like. I guess he thought there were just open gears underneath of your car. There was like
whoever
was
bakes
stuff like
whoever bakes a car is an idiot. But whoever makes a car that can suck up stuff like that is an idiot.
Right.
I don't think it's a very good idea to bake a car unless you're doing like a baked on paint job, which you probably shouldn't do anyway.
Or unless you're getting baked in your car.
Or you're like on
That's
one of
not
those.
very smart either, to tell you the truth. Unless you live in a legal state.
Or even if you live in a legal state, it's still
technically illegal.
Yeah.
Well, it is. Even if you're
in your house.
Even if you're not moving the car, even if you're not moving the car, it still is considered just like drinking. It's still considered a DUI because you're in the car. Like even if you are drinking alcohol in a car that's off, that doesn't even have keys in it, you can still be charged with a DUI.
You can.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that.
So, regardless as to whether you're moving or not, if you're getting high in your car, dumb.
But to finish up my week, I
Only
just
if you get caught.
Share a little
It's only
part
illegal
two
to get
the
caught.
snow.
Huh?
Because the snow is not over yet. It's gonna keep on snowing.
It was like 80 here the
rest
other
of
day.
This week, and
It was
then
warm
like
today.
next week.
Yeah.
That's a bummer, dude. You should novel idea move to Georgia.
Yeah, I've actually I've been thinking about that a lot.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
anyway, like literally,
I don't know
in
who you
my,
would live with.
my Little Caesars that I'm working at, we ran out of flour today, so hopefully the avalanches won't keep away our supply truck. So we can
Otherwise, you'll be making
pepperoni sandwiches.
We'll be making
pepperoni
pizza.
plate. Have you seen that commercial on Hulu?
Yeah.
It's a pepperoni plate. And they're saying,
Delicious.
no waste! Eat your plate! It's super funny.
It's kind of like a bread bowl, but like a lot greasier.
Yeah.
Dude, I would honestly rather a pepperoni bowl for soup than a bread bowl for soup.
Yeah.
Because bread bowl just gets so soggy.
And pepperoni just...
You eat it fast, man.
No, I don't eat fast. I
He
eat faster
doesn't-
than you. I don't understand how I have this problem and you don't when I eat faster than you. Like, significantly
Yeah,
faster
Bryce,
than
you
you.
eat, like, slow. Like
I don't know, man.
like
I
painful.
think I eat strategically and not.
That's when you know you eat slow, when you have to say, I eat strategically.
I eat strategically. I only eat the soup that's right next to the bread. It's great.
The moistness of
And then I've just got floating
bread,
soup
so-
in a bowl.
It breaks all laws of physics. It's because I'm strategic.
Just that you just gotta plan it out, and then the laws of physics will be like, all right, I'll give you this one.
It's crazy, though. Bryce, you eat in the equivalent of
wait.
way slow. Then there's Randy that eats
That is a great equivalent.
slow, but, I guess would be the most normal. And then me, I just, like suck everything up,
Yeah.
like, in seconds.
I would say Bryce eats really slow. Grace eats slow.
Yeah.
I eat like normal,
Yeah.
and then you eat fast.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then there's a vacuum cleaner that eats really fast. And then there's your car that eats really, really fast.
Yeah, it
It
does.
just sucks things up and instantly dies.
Just loves the taste of those plastic bags, man.
Dude, that's my
And then
favorite.
there's prostitutes.
They never eat.
Oh.
They just always gotta remain skinny.
They
Depending on which prostitute you're talking about.
Well, I'm talking about just stay skinny. They don't eat food.
Do they stay skinny?
Some
stay
are
skinny.
We're not talking about strippers. We're talking
I'm
about
talking about
prostitutes.
good quality prostitute.
Hey, I mean, sometimes you need those heavy duty like pull bars, man.
Whoa.
Or like those XXL.
You talking about like the bars that you use to try to get out of an old person's shower, but on the side of your bed?
Yeah, but
Whoa.
like a strip club, man.
Gee. Gotta
It's
get
pretty
up.
bolted into the concrete.
Wow. You got like extra large stripper poles where they're like twice the size. It's like
it's the equivalent of them eating a sandwich that big, right? So instead of
it's like
Subway sandwich, it's a pole, and it's just like
it's like a telephone pole size pole, just to support the weight. Jeez.
It's also made out of wood, so that when they dance on it, they just get tons of splinters everywhere.
Ouch. No, thank you.
Very, very sappy, also.
That's mean.
I learned something the other day. Those poles are spinning by themselves. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. They're like...
Yeah. Like, I just assumed that was, like, crazy, like, magician skill that they, like, are spinning their hands so they spin. No, they just sit there and hold the pole, and it spins them.
But they can still hold themselves up, which is pretty impressive.
No, absolutely. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying I thought they were, like, wizards. It turns out they're just... Not. I was trying to figure out what else they would be. Yeah. Anyway, that's a weird tangent.
Muggles.
Regardless, well, how was your week, Brad? That's cool. So I'm just kidding.
I don't have much on my week except for I've been doing a lot of D&D prepping.
Wow.
Cause
show off. Rub it in our faces.
Is that something I want to show off about?
Rub it in our faces.
I would say I'm a closet nerd. No, just kidding. I don't want people to know. I don't know. Our campaign's coming along pretty nicely. I don't know if we told you this, Bryce, so this is the first time you've heard it. Then
we've already won.
We're in the third era of the campaign. Yeah. No, but since two...
Killed them off in the first 5 minutes.
Or since 3 of the 4 players are completely new.
True.
We're doing a pre-campaign with 2 of the 4.
Pre-game.
So Randy and I are the only people that have played. So
we're super. You just wanted to like play the game.
Yeah. Yes. But we're also teaching them.
Valid.
But it is valid because I've wanted to play D&D for the past like 8 months.
Almost. Oh yeah. I was gonna say
the last time we played was
6 months or like.
It's almost no. It's over a year.
Yeah.
Since we played last.
I was forgetting when the last time I played. Yeah, it's been almost a year. I was thinking it was more than that. And I was gonna say 18.
Because it was right before you moved in, which is over a year ago.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yes, we wanted to play D&D.
Yeah.
But it's also giving us a good opportunity to teach them to play.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's coming along pretty good. I'm not going to spoil anything.
I'm excited about my character.
Oh yeah, talk to him about it.
I'm a person, and I do things that are cool.
Okay, so he is a human. Possibly that'll change because humans are boring.
I'm super racist,
but he is
actually true.
He'll be able to turn he's a druid, which is kind of like a nature hippie kind of thing.
Wow.
And he'll be able to turn into any kind of like animals. But also he's a were person, lycanthrope. Yeah. Anyways. But instead of just being a werewolf or were-rat or whatever, he's like all of them. He can turn into a were-bear, wolf, boar, rat, and wolf. And tiger.
Yeah. Bear, boar, rat, tiger, wolf. Yeah.
I think I said one of them twice. Doesn't matter.
Are you like a human-sized rat or like a little tiny?
No, he's a human-sized rat. But well, it's like a short. No. It's like a gnome-sized rat.
Yeah. But it's like you take the size of a human,
like 4 feet tall,
and take the size of a rat and split the difference, and that's about the size.
Yeah, but
that's a big difference to split, man.
Yeah, I know.
But still,
that's why he's small.
But he can also turn into animals. He can be a normal sized rat. He can be a normal sized cat. He can be a normal sized wolf. But he gets special powers from being his were version over the non-were.
Beast versions.
Yeah, so that's going to be a really cool character.
I'm excited about it.
But he also is in jail right now.
Yeah. And I'm also
That sounds pretty freaking busted.
Yeah. Well, not really.
No, we've put a lot of...
We've been working really hard to make sure that it's pretty... not... What's the word?
Basically, if he does his wear stuff too often, he'll completely lose control. Mm-hmm. He can only transform so often...
Already, I don't have tons of control, and so I already accidentally transform sometimes, especially based on my
his emotions.
Yeah. So based on my emotional state, I'll transform at different times, and so we've been working pretty hard to make sure that it's fair and balanced. That's the word I was like.
Yeah, and once we make the other 2 player characters, we'll be able to see how balanced he'll be.
Yep. And so, it's a little bit of a homebrewed system, but we're going to see. Should be fun.
It
hopefully.
should be fun.
I right now it might change, but as of right now, I am human, and I hate humans. Like I said, I was super racist, and I'm racist against my own race. I hate them. Can't stand humans. So, pretty fun.
And his character likes elves, in which case Randy hates elves.
Yeah, myself, like as a person, I hate D&D. Like I like normal elves, but the D&D elves, I hate them because they're just always stuck-up snobs. But my character loves elves in comparison to humans, just because they're more nature-loving than humans are. So it's gonna be weird having to like a race that I normally don't like to. I especially don't like to be. I hate having to be a elf just because they're such stuck-up snobs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They're like in their description for D&D, it says they think they're better than everyone. Like I'm pretty sure, like word for word.
It literally says that word for word. So I'm pretty excited about this. Basically, if you want to think about the world, you've ever seen Game of Thrones,
it's very similar.
In a ways it's very similar. As far as like the three, there's gonna be one main kingdom, right? And
it's uncanny how it's like this, and yet he didn't base it off of it at all. It's crazy.
So I based like maybe one thing off of it.
Yeah.
But it's such a big thing that it's like the same thing.
What is it, like the White Walkers?
No, he based the geography.
The geography is very
that's
similar.
fine if you steal the map.
It's just the geographical features is really all it is. So. It's not really that much. I was just giving him a I was bored yesterday, and I was like, man, I want to start something new. Or I could buy HBO, and so I could watch Game of Thrones again. Without me.
Yep, I'll do that. So I did that. And so I was just watching it, and Game of Thrones is a fantasy, obviously. There's dragons, there's, lots of stuff like that, but I'm trying to take it in an even more fantasy way where it's not just humans. Mm-hmm. That there's lots of different variants. So there's dwarves in my world, there's elves, which, it's D&D, so obviously there's going to be, but
there's filthy humans.
And there's gross lycanthropes.
Yeah.
Which also have a character that potentially could take away all of Randy's powers.
And I would stab them instantly. They would die faster than they could put their hands on me.
There's a class that can cure disease, like easy, at level 2, I think it was.
Yeah.
And technically, lycanthropy is a disease.
So as soon as he tries to put his hands on me, he's gonna die.
No.
So.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's. And then we also got a game called Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh,
and it's
yes.
pretty fun, dude.
It's in the early access.
You play as a dwarf. A dwarf!
I tried playing a game by myself yesterday because our time difference is 3 hours, so they go to sleep like a couple hours before me, and I stay pretty late. So I tried to play a game by myself.
Go to sleep at normal
and I figured out that if you're a slow asshole like me, then
how many waves do you have to go through?
A million.
So I was taking it slow, and then I figured out that it sends a freaking dreadnought after you by about a minute, or not a minute, 30 minutes. So then the dreadnought came, and it was just a non-stop onslaught of wave, and then I got pulled into the ceiling by something, and then died.
Yeah, the Sarlacc pit.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch out for the ceiling pit.
Yeah.
The ceiling Sarlacc pit.
Okay, so before you continue,
I don't know
basically what this game is, you take.
That means.
Me either. It's fine. You take control of a dwarf. There's 4 different kinds. Doesn't really matter.
There's dwarf kind, and then
dwarf kind.
Filthy human dwarf kind.
Gross.
But basically, all of them have different abilities. You go into a cave with a objective. Whether it to mine something specific or to find flowers that are apparently grow without sunlight and water.
Yeah.
Or find hidden fossils or anything like that. And you're supposed to go do that and then collect them and end the game. But while you're down there, there's little alien guys that come and attack you.
There's more.
Crab spider monsters.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Crab spider monsters.
Crab. Yeah.
They're called aliens, but they look like crab spiders.
Are they even called aliens?
Yeah, they call them aliens.
So they're crab spider monster aliens. And so you're just trying to kill them and do your objective and try to finish it as quick as you can. I just don't even know if it's a speed run. But anyways, and then you can upgrade your character.
bigger and bigger waves after you, the longer you stay in.
Yeah.
So.
Unless it bugs out, and then they just send constant waves.
Which has happened to us a lot.
Which happened to me at least once.
Yeah. No, it's twice, 2 times in a row.
Did it?
Yeah, at the winter place.
No, because the second time it was not as bad.
I thought that was the
They were
third time.
sending
That was the time
more.
with Bryce, because we did it twice with
No,
us.
because the second time we did it, then they kind of sent a lot at us, but it was like the little tiny guys, so it wasn't really as bad. So it was like, there's a lot of them, but it's not so bad.
And I've been playing more League of Legends. I play like a couple of games every night, and I played my actual first game of 5v5, and it went horrible for me, and we lost.
Usually does.
Yeah.
Not for you, just as a 5v5.
I went like 4 and 14. I didn't like the dude I was playing, you know.
That makes a big difference.
The guy in my lane also wasn't very good either, and he complained a lot. But
Sounds like me.
I don't know. You know, keeps on kicking my ass, but I keep on coming back to it because I love the punishment, I guess. I don't know.
Remember back in the day
when
we
Bryce
tried to get Bryce to play?
I hate that game. That game is awful. And now that Bryce plays it more than us.
I wish I never was introduced to it.
And we were like, hey, you should play this because we like it.
Listen,
and you're
it's
like,
fun,
no,
but
I'm going to hate it.
I don't understand the finer points yet. Which is like
me neither.
90% of the game.
Me either.
So.
But it's still fun. I think games like that are very fun co-op games.
Yeah. I
definitely agree. You know,
I don't have as much fun solo for sure.
Oh yeah, they're like some games are made solo, more fun solo, and some games if you play by yourself, at least for me, I do not like it. So I mean that Deep Galactic Rock thing.
Deep Rock Galactic.
There's a chance that I haven't even played. Like I did the tutorial thing solo, and I was like, this is gonna be dumb. And then the first game that Randy and I played, I was like, no, this game is awesome. So yeah, there's a big difference between games that should be co-op and not.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how I feel, which is a super total tangent. That's how I feel like Anthem is gonna be.
Yeah,
that it's like
what's
boring by yourself, but then with a bunch of people,
it's
gonna be fun.
Depends.
Battle Royale. It's 3 players.
Apex Legends. Yeah. I told Bryce about it, and he shot me down immediately.
I mean, I wasn't trying to say we should play. I was just saying that's kind of like that.
Well, I'm just saying in general, on the internet and stuff.
Yeah, cool. Because
I was saying that we should play it, and Bryce, I said, "Hey, Bryce, you ever heard of it?" He's like, "No, yes, I've heard of it, and I hate it."
I think it's a cool idea that there is no solo. That it is a 3-player PvP thing, which I think is funny because almost every game is 4 players, right?
Yeah.
Odd. And it's like. Good. I mean, good thing us 3 are the only ones that ever play games together. Because I would be the one getting kicked out.
Nah.
Because I suck at video.
No, not necessarily.
But
actually, battle royales I'm usually decent at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the best at Fortnite.
I was
better than me for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, Randy would just run off and let us die.
I would do that.
And then he'd survive for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then die.
Killed.
100%.
Man, I hate that game.
Because I would just get distracted, and then I'd be like, oh, I'm really far away from you guys. Oh, you're dead. Well, I guess it's my turn. Rambo time. And then in Fortnite, half the time, I'd just be like, well, okay, and then I would just build a stairway to heaven.
And then jump off of it.
Yeah.
You did that a lot.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'd just be like, alright, time to build up and then die, because I don't want to have you guys
The only
just
good thing about
watching.
Fortnite was our Castle of Doors.
Our shenaniganizing.
Yeah.
You didn't like our submarining?
I did, but that wasn't as fun as the Castle
No,
of
it
Doors.
wasn't. But the submarining was
But the
fun.
submarine was awesome.
I just liked our shenaniganizing, where we were just being
And
dumb.
we'd convince randos to do
Yeah.
it with us.
Dude, we got some people to do it. We got several people to agree to it.
We got we made a friend out of him too,
Yeah.
and we played with him for
Yeah, a good couple
hours.
Yeah, we would just drop into the forest, rip down the entire forest, and then just build an entire fortress. All of the walls being doors. So people would show up, and it would just be like an entire wall, an entire building of doors, and so they just have to walk through, opening door after door after door after door, trying to figure out what the heck was going on. It was awesome. It's my favorite thing. So you would be sitting in the center of this fortress, and you would just hear
doors open.
door,
and
door,
it's like,
door.
oh no,
they're coming for us. And of course, because we spent our entire time building this fort,
no
we
weapons,
had nothing. So
maybe a pistol.
They'd show up and they'd instantly kill us, but it was fun because we'd play Scooby-Doo in the place. We'd be running away from them as they're running after us in this madhouse. It was fun.
Yeah.
We'd make it multi-floors sometimes. It was great. I loved it. It was very fun. But it was very ridiculous.
Things like that make me want to try it again, and then I'm like, no.
It's just not the same.
Well, I saw this thing today. It was like, we're all complaining about how awful Fortnite is, but Fortnite is a great game because it's keeping all the players we don't want in our normal multiplayer games in that game. And I was like, wow.
True.
It's keeping all the other games less toxic.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to have to deal with them. So all of them.
It's satisfying and satiating all the 5 and 9-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They can go and try and get in the game with Ninja while I play an actual game.
Dude, oh man, all I want to do is play with Ninja. That's my life's goal.
I also don't know if I mentioned.
Did you hear how somebody killed him and then they danced and he was like, "Oh, this dude's stream sniping. Get banned, son."
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so he would have banned the dude because he danced after he killed him.
Well,
sorry.
I mean, that's pretty fair if they're like actually stream sniping because that's pretty good.
But they weren't.
I mean,
yeah, but if they're not, like, I would do that because I would get so excited that I actually could kill someone.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't even know this dance button for like half the time I played the game.
It's true. As whatever. People overreact.
What were you saying, Brad, though?
I don't remember. Except for, I do. No, I totally do. I was just kidding.
My life is over.
I don't know if I mentioned on the podcast last week or 2 weeks, whenever the last time we podcasted.
4 score!
I also got Monster Hunter.
Ew.
So I don't know if I ever mentioned that.
Team.
But no, I like it. That's definitely a game that I could not play. I could not play that
I
alone.
mean, you could if you tried hard enough.
Well, yeah, I could do anything if I tried hard enough, but that's why I'm unsuccessful.
You could drink lava if you tried hard enough, but only once.
So that's fun. I'm not good at it yet, so obviously I need to practice.
There's a very large learning curve.
But my favorite weapon is a spear thing that I shoot my bug out and nibble on them.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty fun. That's the one that I've used a lot.
Bug shooting spears, man.
Yep.
Nothing better.
And the main reason I'm excited to play is because I can get the Witcher Geralt's armor, so
it's gonna be good. And then
eventually, whenever it comes to PC,
you can use Igni as a sign.
Yeah, I know.
Wicked cool.
So cool.
That's like a specific thing that only when you're wearing his armor can you use that thing, which is pretty cool. There's no other item in the game that does a similar thing. So, pretty cool. But other than that, what else has been going on? We've been crying a lot.
Crying?
What's been happening in the world? Has everybody...
something I read today was like the national something about winds being so fast that there's a caution out for all small dogs. What was it? Something?
That the National Guard has issued a warning due to high winds, a advisory of small dogs.
So, yep, anyone with a small dog, beware, because apparently big winds can cave in dogs' chests or something.
See, in my head, I mean, I'm sure this isn't what they meant by it, but I think it's a lot funnier in my head. I pictured they were giving
dogs just rolling down the street.
Yeah, they give this wind advisory because they're like, watch out, be on the lookout for stray flying dogs due to high winds. You're just walking down the street and you're like, bam, Yorkie to the face. Just like, whoa, that's some fast wind. Holy. So yeah, 100%. That's what they're warning us about. Be on the lookout for flying Yorkies, because these winds are wild.
I didn't even realize that it was windy.
Not today. Today it wasn't so bad at all.
Yes,
so I don't understand it.
I don't know. But that's what's going on. Come to us for the best news.
That's what's going on around the country. Now, I don't remember what he says. What's going on? Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. Nailed it. I would be bad at that intro. Have you ever heard that?
Anchorman?
Al Roker.
Oh, Al Roker.
Yeah, dude. From freaking 21 News. Everybody watches Al Roker from 21... Or not Al Roker.
I have never even heard of it.
I don't watch news. I don't even...
Are you for reals? Neither of you have ever watched 21 News where it's got Al Roker, like the black guy, the black meteorologist?
That's racist.
No,
I didn't even realize his color.
It's just a fact.
Are you assuming he's black?
Nope, I'm knowing he's black because he said it.
I have some news. You know the guy who,
is
the
black?
I Still Love You guy?
Yeah.
He had the most, like, saddest cry ever.
It's a meme. Yeah.
He passed away, man.
Oh,
Okay.
that guy. He's
Okay.
yeah.
He passed away.
I saw a meme
Rest
about
in
him
peace, man.
saying "I love you" and dying.
Jeez, that got dark.
That did get dark.
Well,
Anyways, yep.
best wishes to his family and all our memesters.
I hope that they all still love him, and that they know that he still loves them.
No, because as soon as he died, they were like, "Oh, we can stop loving him."
Jeez, finally.
Finally.
Finally. Yeah, so other than that, not much been going on in our lives. The, whatchamacallit has done stuff. Yeah, you know, that stuff with
Yeah,
things.
the whatchamacallit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've heard it.
Yeah.
What are we, thousands of different things?
Yeah, 100%. No. What's the word I'm looking for? Crackdown 3 came out, but that's not the word I was looking for.
Oh, yeah, it did. Did it come out today?
I think so, yeah. I believe so.
I wonder if it's, like, the physics engine is still intact, where you could, like,
Yes.
even, like, you could cut out, like, a chunk of the wall with your gun and pick it up and throw it at people.
Yeah.
I remember seeing.
From what I hear, that's what it is that, like, the physics is all the same, but, like, other than that, the story and, like, the gameplay and everything like that feels very dated.
It's
so, like,
trash.
I mean, not necessarily trash, just it feels like a 6-year-old game because it was developed 6 years ago. And it's just been delayed
Can I
1,000
drive
times.
a semi-truck up a falling down skyscraper into
I
a
don't know.
criminal lord's penthouse?
Every day.
I don't know. And then other than that, all I know is Anthem is on early access tomorrow. Not
What do
early
you mean,
access.
early access?
People who have it's weird. So people who subscribe to EA's custom or special subscription program get to play Anthem early tomorrow. They can play it starting tomorrow. People who pre-ordered Anthem can play for 10 hours starting tomorrow, and then they can't play it anymore. And then people who just bought the game like normal don't get to play until the 22nd, when it actually comes out.
Weird.
It's very weird. Yeah.
Oh, also,
But other than that,
happy Valentine's Day, dudes.
aw, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
feel so loved.
I'm gonna. Do
That
you want
was-
to go out to dinner later today, Randy?
Absolutely.
That was actually my first Happy Valentine's all day.
Same. Wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Same.
It's been uneventful for me also, so.
Nice.
Grace didn't even say, like, happy Valentine's Day or anything.
No, she hates
So I
it.
guess it's not really a huge thing.
They actually broke up.
Ouch. I don't think I did to her.
So she
Well,
did.
you
He was just
probably
like, yeah,
should.
cool.
Yep, she didn't.
Cool, thanks, bud.
So,
Thanks, friend.
I don't even celebrate this holiday.
Nice.
This stupid holiday.
It was a dumb holiday.
Holidays are stupid.
Not
That
all
word's
of
made
them,
up.
so
All
every
words are
word.
made up.
So,
Oh, also, Randy and I have officially, completely, and 100% given up Adventure Time. It is so
I'm glad
dumb.
you did. I gave it up like
Well, I had to
before I even started.
I had to
but
try
no.
it.
No, you didn't. You could watch the first 5 minutes, or first 2 episodes, and you could know you didn't like it. You
And I
have to
made it
watch
2 seasons.
the first 3 seasons.
Oh, was it 3 seasons?
Uh-huh. You
Yeah.
could know within the first couple episodes whether you
Yeah,
like it,
like,
not the first couple seasons.
It did not get better. It actually got worse. I hate
Drastically.
all of the characters except for one.
Yep. No, I only like.
You have
yeah, I
to
only
like Jake the dog.
I don't. The only character I liked was
Princess Bubblegum.
Nope.
Ice
Not
King.
even- Nope. The girl,
That's the
female version of Jake.
Oh,
no,
the
female version of Finn.
Finn.
I don't remember her name. She comes in every 5,000 episodes.
I only saw her once. What was
Yeah.
her name?
So you want to say it's like Sarah? or
Jolene.
something. Oh, you're right. I don't know. But yeah, she's the only character that I like, and she's only ever in it like once.
Rachel.
No. But regardless, it's a great show to not like.
Oh,
'Cause it's very easy to hate.
It's an awful show. Do not ever
So
watch
bad.
it, man. But you know, you should
more people
watch
like it,
Game of
but-
Thrones.
Oh, great show.
I-
Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon.
That's coming out. That's already been accepted for a 2nd season.
Oh, I'm so
Fun fact.
glad.
Yeah.
I'm so.
Yeah.
Punisher came out with the 2nd season, but I have
Yeah,
not
Punisher.
been
I need to
wanting
watch the first
to watch
season.
it
I've heard
because
it's
they,
very
brought,
good.
they brought back the same bad guy that was in the first one that they fought forever.
Well, that sounds garbage.
So at that point, I'm like, this dude like literally was about as dead as you can get, where literally he was just about to be a vegetable, and now you're going to bring him back just because you're
Wasn't
not
that how
enough
Daredevil did with Kingpin?
No, he wasn't vegetabilized though. He was put in prison.
But he was like super beaten up.
Yeah, but he was put in prison.
I
And
feel
then
like
he recovered.
sometimes after you meet the conclusive end of like a character, you
It
just
should be the conclusive end.
leave them and be like, okay, this dude's done. Let's find somebody else.
Yeah. I don't mind it when they do the whole like, all right, this person's gone, put him in prison, and then a future villain's like pulls him out, and he has like a little subplot of like, oh, haha, I'm back, I'm free, I'm gonna create mischief.
I would be really careful with those because sometimes you get tired of like enemies, which is what happened with the guy in Daredevil. I'm tired of this dude. I'm glad he's gone. But nope, he's not.
And that's why I would say like it'd be a minor subplot of like, oh, this guy's back, and like they just go like pretty much saying, oh my goodness, this guy's wreaking havoc across the entire city, and he's releasing all these bad people. We're gonna have to work on it, and then pretty much that's all. You're able to see that guy at his like committing crime, committing damage again in the city, but you don't need to see a new arc of the same character. You just, oh, that guy's going crazy again. Cool. All right. And now back to the main villain.
That's pretty valid.
That's like the main. That's like the most I ever like to see another villain come back. It's just like, oh, look at that. He's doing stuff. All right, cool. But
no, I do think something's really cool is when like the hero like visits him in like prison or whatever. It's like, hey, do you
see? That's a cool concept. He's like, yo, then, give me a knowledge.
But I feel like if I was a villain, I'd be like, I ain't giving you squat. So.
And that's sometimes what they say, which that's cool, man.
Yeah. Or like, I feel like it's like, why even include it? Like,
bro, you cool, bro.
I guess.
Yeah.
But
you beat me, so you deserve my knowledge.
I would not do that. I would never be like that.
Well, I would never lose.
If I was a villain, if I were to lose, I'd be like, well, guess you're gonna have to figure it out on your own. If you're so cool, you're better than me, so figure it out. But
to anybody who hasn't watched Altered Carbon, watch it.
There's lots of naked people.
That's my middle name.
lots
of naked people.
No, it's a
Randy. Lots of naked people more.
It's more of an interesting show than anything. Like it just makes you
story wise.
Yeah, it makes you like think and like ooh.
It's involving.
Yeah,
I love it. The story was great, and I do in a lot of shows, but like usually in my mind, story is second. Usually for a lot of things, I don't like go into something like, man, this is gonna be a great story. It's like I want to see some action and some really cool things, and then the story can be good, but like that movie or that show was like, I was hooked on the story. And I didn't even care if there was any action. I was just wanting them to talk and just explain.
And then when there was action, it was just another treat.
When there was, it was like, oh, this is cool. But especially since half the time when there was action, there was naked girls there too. So that was great.
Not even wrong.
But other than that, you guys got any final things for us this week? Bryce, Brad?
Well, always check us out on our social medias.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about my compadres, but Instagram is updated often. I also do Facebook, and like whenever I post a podcast, I put on all of the stuff. But always check us out there. Randy, do you plan on doing any streaming this week?
We'll see. Depends on what is going on with the D&D and stuff like that.
Yes, that is true. So, I plan on streaming. I plan on streaming either this weekend or early next week.
Yeah.
I didn't stream Deep Rock Galactic.
That's 100%. What I think is a good idea.
I haven't streamed for a while because I had to wipe my computer.
Yes.
So that's why we haven't been having anything recently. Now that I've gotten that all situated out and stuff, I pretty much after I got that situated out, we started figuring out D&D stuff. So I've gotten distracted.
Speaking of D&D stuff, I think we're gonna not this campaign. But when Bryce moves down here, we're going to be tampering with and trying to get it to be live streamed.
Are we?
Yes.
Think so.
I was.
At the very least, recorded.
At the very least, it's going to happen.
At the very least, we'll do it. At the middle least, we'll record it. At the most we'll live stream it.
And at the very most, we're going to have a live studio audience.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be intimidating.
That would be.
Though, fair warning, to our few fans.
Or unfair.
I'm awful at DMing.
Unfair
Please
warning.
be patient with us, and that we're headed into a busy kind of season for us, as we're going to be moving around.
No, I'm unfair, and I hate it. You better be
And
accurate.
working out new jobs and stuff. So.
Well, that, and then we're going to be trying by the start of, what's the next month that's coming? February, March? March. We're going to be doing this podcast, and our second podcast is going to be starting then, yep. And then,
is it extra deep fried bacon, or...
Extra deep fried. Refried.
So I did do a poll on Facebook of what people think our next podcast should be about. And the winning poll was theories of any genre.
Theories.
Whether it be
Like
conspiracy theories, movie theories, video
the moon landing was fake.
Any kind of theories, expounding on that and kind of not just putting our
can't melt steel beams.
but yeah, so not just our opinions, but also kind of like what's what it is. And I don't want to do anything like, I mean, we'll do big ones like Bigfoot and stuff, but I think we should take more of like things that are not talked about very much.
The moon landing. That's never talked about.
Never. But so we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna try to do DND streaming.
I love DMDs.
We're gonna be streaming video games. So
Dungeon Mines and Dragons.
really starting end of March, you should be seeing a lot more coming from us.
Or a lot less. We'll see.
Or a lot less. We could be dead.
Who
Honestly,
knows?
you never know.
Let's cross our fingers for the latter. We're always hoping. You can always hope you'll die.
Also, we're gonna get some merch out, possibly.
Are we?
Bryce and I were talking about that.
Well, good for you.
And we also stay tuned for some maybe IRL content.
Nice.
And
I want to
March
see Bryce
ish.
in his real life. Bryce in the wild. What's he like?
You've seen my.
Oh, is that what that means in real life?
IRL? Yeah, in
IRL.
real life.
I was thinking like IRL, like as far as like computer stuff goes.
No, IRL. It means
Sorry,
like
I'm
in
too
real life.
I don't do human things. I do computer.
I want to see Bryce in the wild. What's he like? What's he do?
What does that involve?
How does he
IRL?
communicate?
Is that like
a camera?
It just means that
And an internet
it's
connection?
you in the flesh and not like digital.
Not in my robotic form.
But it's still digital if it's over camera.
No, it's not. Shut
Okay.
Shut
Stop
up.
splitting hairs, man. It's IRL. Okay?
So is that like those videos of Rooster Teeth when they would like do bets and
Yeah,
stuff?
sure.
Yeah.
I don't
yes,
know.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Kind of like that's just screwing up.
That's
screwing around,
like
our new house and stuff
IRL
like that.
film and then or recorded, and then there's even
Like live stream.
yeah, there's even IRL
Yeah,
live streaming, which is where like I prefer like what Rooster Teeth does, where it's like it's a little bit choreographed. They're like, we have this thing we're gonna be doing, and let's see how it goes. Whereas IRL live streams, they're like literally, I've got a camera and I'm just gonna wander around, and it's like
I'm
okay,
gonna go to Walmart.
that's
and
pretty lame.
Buy food.
Yeah.
So apparently there's something called IRL. If you don't know what that means, it's doing stuff in real life. I just learned about it. You should do it because we're gonna do it.
Are we gonna do it?
Bryce is gonna do it as
The
well.
only way it makes it interesting is if we follow up with my previous
Oh, sorry. We're not gonna do like live action IRL. It'll be more like film.
LARPing.
Oh my gosh, I love LARPing.
I hate it.
I've gotten kicked out of so many places for LARPing.
I mean,
I love LARPing.
sarcastically, yes.
That was
but,
my entire high school was LARPing. Man, I got in so much trouble.
But like, I can't take it seriously. So
I
the
can.
only way I could do it is if I'm
I
like
think
being.
you're the only person in the world that can like claim that the way that they've gotten in the most trouble is by LARPing.
I was a good kid other than that.
Clearly,
Hey man, props to you, but it's just hilarious.
I was not.
Probably.
Um,
Should I be announcing all of my weird things
all
out
of
loud?
your crimes you've committed.
Not
Weird
crimes.
things?
That wasn't crimes.
Yeah, well,
That's not.
I mean,
Listen, if they told you to leave and you left, whatever.
that's a crime still.
Yes.
Goes on your permanent record.
I have
You didn't go to jail.
nothing on my
It's
permanent
an
record.
actual felony. You know?
No, it's not.
Okay, good job.
I'm actually a fugitive of the state.
I'm hiding. My name's not actually Bradley. Don't tell anyone.
It's Pettywinkle.
Oh no, the secret's out.
All right, guys, we're losing it. So check us out, DFI Podcast. That's pretty much all of our social media. YouTube, it's obviously Deep Fried Ideas.
It's obviously YouTube.
Audio Boom, Spotify. Also, our Spotify users are only women. So
Woo!
if we can get some men listening,
Yeah.
if we can get
Ladies!
some, I don't even know why.
Ladies, how you doing?
Listen, I'm all for diversifying our audience.
Yeah.
And I'm all alone on Valentine's Day, so ladies.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
So anyway.
Alright, we should probably end it.
Fresh out of the kitchen, it's deep
Oh,
fried
God.
ideas.
Every day we stray farther and farther from God's light.
Oh gosh, stay classy, y'all.
Unlike Brad.